James Everett, Northside resident, born and raised, son of Sugar Ray. Just been here my whole life. Born here, but then raised in Texas and brought back. And so I got a chance to see the difference between the South and the North in a different way. Former president of the NAACP in this area, Minneapolis. I was also went to North High School and a little bit of a historian, I guess, for North Minneapolis. I guess I would talk about, when I talk about a good experience, I just talk about the space that we're in. I talk about the different things that were located. I remember when this was King's Supermarket right here. I remember when King's, which was a black man who owned the shopping mall, and Stanton's Liquor was also in here. Black man owned a liquor store over here at one point in time. There was hair salons and things along here. It was a little mall that the Hyatts used to ride their big wheels through back here. They used to live behind here when McDonald's was across the street. And then I watched it go to, I think, Tokens when the business got sold. Mr. King sold this area. He sold the building for $1 million. It was a neighborhood, that was a neighborhood, legend that a black man got away with $1 million for something. Then it went to, and then also right next to the space used to be the Way, right next to this space where the police department is now, which was symbolic in its inception to be on top of where the Way used to be. Then there was Snow Foods. I remember when it was Tokens, when they had to move out because I guess they fell behind on payments. Mr. Toke, one of the Tokens, had chained himself to the door because he had felt like he was such a part of this community and didn't want to leave. And the media was out there. Then it went through the changes, went to Snow Foods, became numerous other stores along here. We used to put the basketball hoop out here and play basketball in the driveway and that. And then I remember when Lucille's Kitchen, a lot of historical, and as a matter of fact, in this exact space that we're standing in recording this was the area where the Lucille's Forum used to go on, some of the most historic debates and political sessions of a pivotal time. Insight News, Lucille's Forum here. Q the Blacksmith used to work right here. He used to deliver, he delivered at least 10,000 to 20,000 wings on Tuesdays and Thursdays to everyone in North Minneapolis on the wing special. Not days. He'd come from that back room, he'd come around that kitchen with those wings in his hand with your double order, you'd be excited to see him, which, is interesting when you think about how his story, the Quincy Smith story, which ended up working at KMOJ and part of a controversial lawsuit in his passing at this point, but we're talking about the positive. The point is that this space that we're in continuously was historical. And it continues to be now. So the fact that you're documenting this space, metaphysically, everything is congruent with the geographical location of where y'all are documenting this at. So I'll use my time to speak about this geographic space. And now with the community benefits agreement being on the table, back on the table since being off the table since 2006 at the U of M with this 5-year anniversary of UROC, with the community benefits agreement being back on the table in negotiation with North Minneapolis and the resources of the U of M coming to North Minneapolis. I talked to the president today, President Kaler. I said, there's some people from the youth, some of the youth from the Youth Congress want to know about the possibility of creating an HBCU, historical black college, like Roy Wilkins University, in response to General College being, not being in existence anymore. He said, we would entertain the discussion. He said that we would entertain the discussion. We won't do the work to get up to it because we're going to work on what we already are doing. But if someone else entertains and does the work and would work with us to do it, we'd be interested in entertaining that. And that happened in this space today, too. So I'd like to thank y'all for giving me an opportunity to give my Minnesota history and moment because of the fact that I'm a Northsider, born and raised, 612. Northside!
Thank you for help.